Football fanatics, get ready. The United Stand pre-season tour is here, powered by One Football, the ultimate app for live scores, transfers and match stats. Download now. No one gets you closer.
Let's get into it though. So we are going to start off with this story that's coming in from Fabrizio Romano in relation to Amrabat. And I suppose in many ways it is a very, very big development because Fabrizio Romano is saying this. Amrabat wants to leave. He wants to leave Fiorentina and play for Manchester United. He has said yes to United already. And I think, look, you know, I've done the videos on it. There's a video on the channel if you want to check it out, an in-depth deep dive into Amrabat. And I think that what he brings is huge tenacity, huge tackling ability. Yes, he's a bit indisciplined, but you know what? That in itself can be an advantage because it means you take no shits. It means you get involved in tackles. But the big thing that stands out for me is his ability to carry the ball and his ability to transition the ball quickly, especially into the final third. As I said on the video I did last week, he was #1 in Serie A last season for passes accurately into the final third, and that's exactly what we're looking for, whether it's from Onana, Casemiro last year, Bruno Fernandes and Amrabat as well. So I think he's a good fit for Manchester United, and the fact that Fabrizio is saying this morning that he wants to leave Fiorentina, he wants to sign for Manchester United, he's already agreed that Manchester United, the club is going to go to, I think it's a huge positive to say on behalf of Erik ten Hag, what a summer transfer window Ten Hag is having. I think there is this perception that Manchester United are having a good transfer window, that the board and the recruitment team are having a good transfer window. But is there not a recurring theme here? Is there not a recurring theme that Erik ten Hag, people are loving this light, red light district apparently now. It's the Goldbridge Boudoir. It's a new show. In bed with Goldbridge, but we just talk about football. But is this not an indicator that when you've got Amrabat, who probably won't sign for United for another couple of weeks, wants to come to United? Rasmus Højlund didn't sign for us for about 2 months, always wanted United. Mason Mount always wanted United. Onana always wanted United. 4 players that will end up signing for Man United this summer, all wanting to sign for United, all willing to wait for United for one reason, and that is Erik ten Hag. And I think, look, the prices we've paid are not spectacular. Some would say they're market value, some would say they're slightly overvalue, but they are players that Ten Hag has persuaded. They are players that want to play for Ten Hag. And I think it's a really significant update this morning from Fabrizio because we know we've been interested in Amrabat, but we also know that Liverpool might have been in for him. We also know that Saudi Arabia would like him. And however long it's going to see now, however long it's going to take now, he has declared, Fabrizio, that this is the club that Amrabat wants to come to. So it's a matter of time. It's not a matter of, you know, if. It's a matter of time. Andy Smith says United's business this season has been strategically spot on. No panic signings, and I love to see. And so much of it is to do with Erik ten Hag, as I say, because these players are willing to wait. Chandra says you actually are a bedroom blogger. I actually am a bedroom. I actually quite like the setup. You know, something a little bit different. It won't be staying, but it'll be my home for the next couple of days. Mark, have you packed your oversized plate for the hotel buffet breakfast? Cash back, says Nick P. Thank you very much. Well, I think I deserve a like on the video for setting this up so well, because it's not easy to go on tour, keep the quality of the camera, the audio's reasonable, you know, the visual's not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with it. So, you know, I've said this before. Goldbridge competition could... I think I'm just going to take things on tour. Live stream from your house, Mark Goldbridge. We could do it as a competition or something. I'm not going to go around to some weirdo's house, though, where you lock me in the basement and feed me on water and bread. And I have you behind the camera saying, don't tell them where you are, otherwise your cat gets it. Amrabat also had an excellent World Cup, says Jose. Yeah, look, very, very excited about this Amrabat deal. Fabrizio Romano confirming that he's chosen Manchester United. I think that pops him into the 90% club. That's the Goldbridge take this morning. This pops him into the 90% club because when you got Fabrizio saying that he's chosen Man United, he's told Fiorentina that's where he wants to go, you've got to play it. And you know what? Ricardo Salasa, welcome to the members club. There's a lot to get into this morning, but I really want to hammer it home how important it is that Erik ten Hag is at this football club, because this is something I've noted at Liverpool for a long time. Klopp is a player magnet. Players want to go and play for Klopp and will choose Liverpool regardless of wages or transfer fee. They'll push the club they're at to say, I want to go to Liverpool. I don't care whether Arsenal are in, I don't care whether United are in, I want to go to Liverpool. And I think we're getting that with Ten Hag, because there has been competition for Mount, there has been competition for Højlund, there has been competition for Onana, and there is competition for Amrabat, and yet all 4 players have decided United because they've had conversations with Erik ten Hag. I know for a fact he had a lot of conversations with Højlund. Obviously Onana already knows him, Amrabat knows him, and Mount, there was a lot of conversations. So we've got a manager now that's getting us deals, and that makes it very easy if you're a director of football or a CEO, or you're working on the contracts, because you know you've got a player that's adamant that he wants to play for that manager. And it's so hard when you look over the years and you look at the deals that we failed in because we didn't have a manager like that. And it probably won't get noted because people will start going Murta, Madness and Arnold, you know, whatever. But it is massively down to Ten Hag. Liam says, my brother Zach and I love the show. United should rather take Sergio Ramos on a free as a reserve centre-back over Evans. I think he has a good year left in him. Well, that was that was from last night, obviously. Any Fred updates, says Felicity. There's a huge Fred update, and I'm glad that you bring that in. There's a lot to talk about this morning. Fabrizio's been talking about Mason Greenwood. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund will be announced today. I don't know the exact time. I haven't been told it, but my feeling is that it will be around 6 p.m. as usual. Is it a green screen, says Just Kevin. Well, no, it's not a green screen, because I could just sit back here and go, you know, this is what I was doing last night. But no, it's not a green screen. The update with Fred is quite significant. So what's happening with Fred? What has happened with Fred is that Manchester United are expected to get a deal done. In fact, I read something this morning. Galatasaray are expected to make an improved offer for Fred in the next few days. This is coming in from the Mail. Now, I tweeted about this last night. You might have seen it on @Mark Goldbridge. That's where the magic happens. Oh yeah. I'm not going to start showing. Oh, this is getting sinister. I mean, literally, I could act out positions. I'm talking about footballing positions. Centre, defensive midfielder. Do it on the bed. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, we have a situation with Fred where he wants to go to Galatasaray. And United want to get as much money as they can. Now, Fulham and Saudi Arabia are interested in Fred. And you never know what you're going to get on the United Stand, do you? You never know what you're going to get. Others try to be funny, but you never know, because it's just unscripted. It's just natural. It comes natural to me. You're lucky I'm doing it in a t-shirt and tracksuit. I could have been doing it in a, well, who knows what I wear at bedtime. I don't want to fantasize you or disgust you. But you know what? With Fred back on track, with Saudi Arabia and Fulham, we were looking at 15 to 20 million. Last night, a report came out that United could go as low as £12 million for Fred. So, look, don't talk to me about Man United's madness and a great transfer window. We've overpaid for Mount by 5. We've overpaid to Højlund by 10. And we could get underpaid on Fred by 7. So, it's... Look, we've got to sell Fred. We've got to sell Donny. And I think those two will go very quickly to pay for Amrabat. But £12 million for Fred is rubbish. It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. And I think we're doing him a favour, because I think he wants to go to Galatasaray, and we're going, we'll do a deal with Galatasaray. But ultimately, if Saudi Arabia are going to offer 20 and Fulham are going to offer 15, and I don't know the exact numbers, and Galatasaray are going to pay 12, you don't go with the Galatasaray deal. You just don't do it. So, look, I said last night, I'll say it again, Manchester United's summer transfer window, in my opinion, will be dictated to by how well we sell.